Hi everybody, this is Momo and this is my get to know you question and answer video. I got a message from one of my subscribers, Jessica, and she asked if I would do a video where you guys can ask me some questions and kind of just say a little bit about myself. I think it's a great idea because a lot of the times we watch each other's videos and all we ever see are our hands, and we don't really know the other person, and we really want to get to know the other person. So I hope that a lot of you guys get the courage to get on the other side of the camera and kind of do a little video about yourself, because I would love to get to know you guys. I know that Gail did it, Gail the Happy Stamper, and I know Yoli Ween did it. I don't know if anybody else has done it so far, but I think it's a great idea for all of us to kind of get to know each other. So here goes. My real name is Marilee. Momo came from my mom and my grandmother. That's what they used to call me when I was a little girl or baby, and it kind of just stuck, and I really like it, and I just kind of taken it with me to my adulthood. I am 23 years old. I live in South Florida. I've lived here my entire life, and I love it here. I sometimes see your videos where it's snowing like crazy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can never live there. Because it's always beautiful here, at least for the most part, when it's not raining or there's some crazy hurricane on the way. I have been married for 2 years to my wonderful husband, and we don't have any children yet, but we have a little puppy named Hero, and I'm sure you hear his jingle bells all the time on the videos. So if you ever hear jingle bells on my videos, that's him. He's just a little dog, and I had to put bells on him because if not, he gets lost all over the house. So that's why you hear the jingle bells in the background sometimes. I sell homes during the day. I work for a real estate developer. So that's my day job. And then I come home and I'm just a wife, kind of a mommy to my puppy, and I'm a crafter. So that's it. So I'm going to get to some of the questions that you guys asked me. And the first one is, where do you find inspiration? And a lot of times I find inspiration from looking at everybody else's blogs and videos. Sometimes I'll be looking at someone's video, and even though I may not have the cartridge or I may not have that stamp set, I look at the color combinations that they have, and maybe they did like a lime green with like a brown, and I would have never thought of that. So I get together those colors, and then I think of my own card to make. So a lot of the times I find inspiration from all of you guys. I go to your videos, I go to your blogs, I go to your YouTube channels, and I see the cartridges that you used or the colors that you used or things like that, and I just grab all my inspiration from there. So the next one is, what do you do when you know you need to make a card for something but don't feel creative or inspired? And this happens to me so much. Sometimes I'm just like bummed out and I don't feel like making anything, or when I try to make something, it comes out horrible. And to be completely honest with you, when that happens to me, I just don't make anything. Like like if I have a birthday or something, I will just pick a card from my stash instead of making one for that person, because I know that anything that I'm going to make that day is just not going to come out right. So sometimes I just don't craft. When I know that my mojo is gone, I just don't do it, because I know that it's not going to be my 100%. So most of the time, if I need a card, I pray that I have one in my stash to match that occasion. How did I begin crafting? I actually started scrapbooking when I first got with my husband that we were dating. I started scrapbooking I had one scrapbook for every year that we were together. And I started with an 8x8. I did 2 8x8s, and then after that I got into 12x12 layouts. And I've been scrapbooking for about 6 years, and since we've been together. And then last year I had a party that somebody asked me to do their invitations, and I had never made cards before, and I just somehow put everything together, and I managed to get the card together and the invitations, and they came out so beautiful that I thought, well, maybe I should be looking into making cards. And I just started watching videos, and I started getting into crafting, and then for my birthday, my husband got me the Cricut, so I was like ecstatic. So that's when I really started making cards and getting into card making and things like that. So basically, I'm a card maker and I'm a 12x12 scrapbooker. What cartridge would you like to buy next? Definitely, I would love to buy the Give a Hoot cartridge. I saw the images for it, and I just think it's so adorable. I really, really like the Give a Hoot, and I want the Songbird cartridge, definitely. I love the alphabet on there, and I love all the images on there as well. So those would be the two that I'm definitely looking forward to getting. Do I like my ATG gun, and is it easy to handle? I was a little bit afraid when I ordered my ATG gun. I couldn't believe that it would be that big, but when I got it, it really is that big. And it wasn't easy to handle at the beginning because I do have small hands, and it was kind of hard for me at the beginning. But once I got used to it, it's the easiest thing, and I don't know what I would do without it because it's so much easier than just a regular glue runner. Will my hubby be making videos? My hubby will not be making videos. I asked him this question, and he just looked at me with his face like, "Are you crazy?" So he will not be making videos. He did make me my Valentine's Day card, which I have right here. But that's it. I don't think that he'll be making any videos anytime soon. What is your favorite cartridge? Well, Storybook is my favorite cartridge. I don't know why, but I love that it has the alphabet. I love the images. I get all my scallop circles from this cartridge. I seem to pull this cartridge out a lot. So this would definitely have to be my favorite cartridge. Next to that would be the Sweet Treats cartridge. I think it's just stinking cute. So adorable. I love all the cupcakes. I love all the cakes. I love everything about it, and it's so versatile. You can use it for a kid's birthday, a regular birthday, a wedding, and it just has a lot of images that are very easy to use. And I like the treat boxes. I think that's wonderful. You can kind of alter them to any kind of occasion. So definitely the Sweet Treats cartridge, as well as the Storybook cartridge. What supplies do you use most, and which ones do you not like? I probably use my adhesives the most, my ATG gun, my Pop Dots. That's definitely what I use the most. And what else do I like a lot? Probably ribbon and little embellishments and things like that. What I don't like, I don't like markers. Like the whole stamping and then coloring it in just doesn't work for me. I do color pencils sometimes, but I don't like the coloring in. So the markers and the color pencils and things like that, I don't like. It's just kind of something that I haven't gotten into yet. So, will you be getting the expression? According to my husband, I will be getting an expression. I don't know when it will be, but hopefully it'll be soon. I haven't even had my baby bug for 1 year. I got it in October on my birthday last year. So I'm hoping maybe this year in October I'll get my expression. How do you start making a card? Choosing colors, paper, and cartridge. I always choose my cardstock first. I always choose what the base color of my card is going to be, and I just ramble through my cardstock and pick a color that I like that day. And then from there I kind of build. I go through my scraps and I see what scraps I have the most of, and then I see, okay, well if it's green, then I'll be like, okay, well what can I cut out that can be green? And then I start going through all my cartridges and thinking, well, I can cut out the word thanks, or I can do a butterfly, or I can do a frog, and I just kind of go from there. So I kind of always pick my card base first, and then from there I go through my paper scraps to see what I have the most of, and then I decide what image I'm going to cut from there. How do you find the time to craft? I basically craft at night. I mean, for the most part, I work regular hours. I get off at 6. So by the time I get home, I have dinner, I watch some TV, and then I kind of just come, I do a little bit of crafting, and then I go, basically go to sleep after that. So I mainly craft at night and on my days off. For the most part, at least I dedicate at least an hour a day probably to crafting, and on my days off, probably 2 to 3 hours. I just do cards and little things and stuff like that, but I do take days off where I don't do any crafting for 2 or 3 days straight. So it kind of just depends, but for the most part, I don't have like children and things like that, so it's easier for me to craft. And do you make mini albums? I do not make mini albums. I attempted to make one. It came out really cute. It's just very time consuming, and I just think it's very difficult Sometimes like I made one and then I didn't think it was good enough because I see some of your mini albums and they're all spectacular and they have all these embellishments and they have all these little pockets that open up and things like that. So um, I just don't think that mini albums are my thing. I definitely think I'm a better card maker and scrapbooker than I am at doing mini albums and things like that. Um, so that's it. Those are all the questions that I got. If there's anything you guys want to ask me, just leave it posted on this YouTube or on my blog, and I will definitely answer you. I always try to answer every comment that's left on my YouTube. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me. I would love to get to know you guys. So if you do post a get to know you video, please like send me a link or a message or something so I can go take a look at it. And that's it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.